Mr. Biden, we're at 16.9, almost 17% black unemployment. Latino unemployment is at 17.6. Last statistics of the Labor Department. Let's do a hypothetical and say that you are elected, you get people of color's unemployment down to single digits. Most people are working, they're happy. Bob Johnson recently suggested that the African American community should see $14 trillion in reparations to try to eliminate the wealth gap. Because if you are employed as a person of color, you are still so far behind in being wealthy in this country. The wealth of a white family is 7 times that of a black family.
That's exactly right.
I know you've said before that you want to see studies, that you weren't necessarily ready to say you were for reparations, but you'd be willing to at least look at studies. There are a lot of people who suggested that these studies have been going on for a mighty long time, and why not say now whether you would be for reparations or not?
I know it has to be done now, and you know it too. Let's not wait. Let's do the study and decide whether there should be direct cash payment. But in the meantime, you know it has to be done. We know now. For example, if in fact the homes of African Americans that are the same housing that white Americans have were valued at the same rate, there'd be $154 billion more equity in black homes. That's how most white people and everyone else builds equity, builds cash, builds access to pass things on. We have to change that. We have to change the way in which we deal with access to housing. We have to change the way in which we allow people to be able to get in and purchase housing in the first instance. We have to. And these are things we can do, and we can do it. And by the way, right now, we can change the education system overnight. I've been proposing for a long time now. We should have Title I schools that have very low tax bases in their communities. We should go from $15 billion a year to 45, which we can do overnight. Increase the salaries of teachers to $60,000 a year. They're 23% paid less than everybody else graduating from school. Get them in a position where every single child in that community is able to, and they're not just African Americans, is able to go to school, not go to daycare, school. 3, 4, and 5 years old in school. Every study of the last 8 years of all the great universities shows that will increase by over 55% their ability to go all the way through all 12 years. We should be finding
and we should
free
note
access.
We can find that on Biden.com, but I'm not sure what your answer is to the reparations question.
If in fact there are ways in which to get direct payments for reparations, I want to see it. But why are we waiting around for the study? We can deal with it.
Well, they're not mutually exclusive. You don't have to wait around for the study. That's my point.
No, but they're not mutually exclusive. But I can't believe that whatever it is, the African American community would not support what I'm talking about. In addition to,
I don't think we have to. Let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this so we can move on, because we've got to get some phone calls in as well. But let me ask you this then. If in fact a calculation comes to you that you are satisfied with, would you then say, I'm for reparations?
The answer is it would depend on what it was, and will it include Native Americans as well?